episode of the Waifu War podcast. I am the one who will sit next to Komi-san for Christmas Eve, Jooby Doo.
And I am Hayasaka's gay lover, Sobroni.
Welcome back to another episode of Waifu Wars, where we talk about all things anime, the good, the bad, and the weeb, but not your waifu because she is Gomi desu.
Yes.
How you doing, Oni?
Tired. How you doing, Drew?
Good, and also tired. We are recording a little bit later than normal.
Just a bit.
maybe a lot of it later, some would say, but that's okay. We're still gonna give you the great quality that we've always been giving, whatever that word,
Yes.
some verb.
We give good
flip.
quality here.
Right. So yeah, without any further ado, we're just gonna hop right into it, and we're gonna start with our new segment this week in anime. I'm gonna go first. This first one is just really random. Voice actress, according to the Anime News Network, voice actress Shoko Nakagawa fails astronaut application. Excuse me. Apparently around 4K individuals applied for the first screening, and she did not make it. But you know, and apparently she just always wanted to become she's like, yeah, I just always want to go in space. She seems like a pretty cool gal. She is also known as Shokotan. She's a singer. Or she's best known as a singer who's done theme songs for Gurren Lagann, Star Blazers, 2199, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, Punchline, and many Pokemon films.
All the Pokemon films,
right? So it's not like oh no, it's not like oh god, she's just bored or something. No, your homegirl has a resume. She's booked and busy. She just also wants to go to space.
Imagine having that much time.
Listen, she just makes it. Listen, I'm just like, what am I doing? I just need to work that much harder. Now I also want to go to space.
Well, get in line. G&A in space. Let's do it.
G&A in space. So that's my first thing of news. And then secondly, which I think is really cool, Toei Animation establishes an animator training program. They're establishing their school called the Toei Animation Sakuga Academy. It's a 1-year short-term intensive and practical animator training program where experienced animators, you know, guide basically the new meat. And apparently following training and examination, students who pass will be hired as contract workers for Toei Animation.
Cool. I hope they get paid well.
Right. I hope they will get paid well too. But excuse me. In terms of the school, Toei Animation will handle the tuition costs and offer 150,000 yen stipend to students.
Ooh.
So I'm like, okay, well, we don't have to worry about Toei underpaying, you know, their animators. You know, look at, unlike some people, Mappa.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's really dope. I'm all here for giving people chances to learn.
Yeah, it's always cool when you can like make money off of something you like to do.
Period. So that is really awesome. All right, Oni, what is your news?
My news is simple and sweet. Basically, Spy Family is getting a musical next spring. The Spy Family manga inspiring its first stage musical next spring. Production will run at Tokyo's Imperial Theater in March before going on a nationwide tour from April to May. It's only like 1 month, but okay. And they're currently holding auditions for the role of Anya. So Drew, it is not too late
Oh,
you
bitch.
can live out your dream.
Watashi wa Anya desu.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my Japanese is broken enough that I can
Rokusai.
do.
Rokusai desu.
I can speak like a 6-year-old.
Right?
My Japanese is on that level. But yeah, no, I think this is interesting because there's a lot of anime musicals. First off, I just want the idea of a Spy Family musical. From what little I've seen of Spy Family, just sounds amazing. Like imagining Lloyd fucking beating the shit out of people while singing, or like you're assassinating people mid song, would be really dope.
Yeah, no, 1,000%. I love me a good musical. I think I'm gonna see one next week, which is the first musical I'm gonna see in like a very long time. Bitch, I've not been on Broadway in a minute, so
it's fun. If you guys haven't seen musicals, I recommend. They're really fun. I just went to go see Phantom of the Opera.
yeah, go join a program where you can get the shit for.
Oh yeah, there's
not
tons
much
of
money.
like, especially now because it's reopening from the pandemic. You can get like a lot of deals for musicals.
Right. So make sure y'all do that.
Hopefully, we get a Spy Family musical coming to New York. Maybe.
No, not holding my breath. All right. Now that we are done with the news, it's time to go into our weekly reviews. I haven't said that in a minute. I usually like rhyme. But we are going to start off with Spy Family episode 3 or 4? 4?
4.
4. Yes. Oh, wow. This is an episode.
Man, do I want to make this episode a week?
I want to, but at least you know personally why I can't.
I know this was close to it. This was close, but there's another show that got episode.
So right, because this was an excellent episode.
Yeah, we got a good mix of like cute moments and endearing moments, and some pretty good comedy. Yeah, I love Yor and Anya's dynamic in this episode. They were super adorable together.
Excuse me. Yeah, it's just the feel good thing is like how they're not a family, but they act like family. So it's like, haha, like, I like shows where it's just like, this is our definition of a family, where we may not be family, but we feel like family.
Exactly, and I like that. Well, I don't want to cut too far ahead, but the way the setup for the interview starts out with them having to like just wander onto the school, and they're getting like literally scouted as they're walking to the interview.
They are getting graded as they walk.
Let me tell you, if that was the interview process for the high school we went to, I would have not graduated from high school. I would have been a dropout.
I mean, maybe I would eventually graduated. Like, I would have been rough for me. Like, I feel like I didn't have that bad bitch energy until a little bit, like, toward the end of school. And even then, not a lot. Very little.
The way I would just walk onto campus, like, in the worst way possible, and be, like, the most inelegant person. I'll walk into campus, like, eating a Big Mac or so. I'll get immediately canned.
Why? Why a Big Mac? Why did that?
What if I was hungry?
Gross. I'm assuming you're walking on the campus like first thing in the morning. No, like where'd you get the Big Mac from?
Fine, a McMuffin, sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin.
Okay.
Yeah, is that elegant enough for you?
No, it's still disgusting.
No,
you fail. Get the fuck out.
Sorry, it's not Wendy's breakfast.
That is not the fact that you think that's what elegance is. We have a lot of work to do.
As I
said, a lot of work to do, guys. Help. Then help.
It's not a fancy smancy Wendy's breakfast.
I love how like the headmaster kept saying elegance like all crazy, like, to the point where I literally, like, during the live watch I asked people, do Japanese people understand what he's saying? Because I'm like, this isn't Japanese, but it sure as hell does not sound like English. So what the fuck is he saying? Because that does not. It's like,
it reminded me of like, you know, like they exaggerate sometimes in like cartoons or whatever, and the person would just be like like that. It sounded like that
exactly.
at a certain point. He was like, and so I'm like, okay, bro, calm down. You're at 11. You need to take it down to like a 2.
Or at the very least, enunciate. That's
Yes.
that like I was like. Thank God for subtitles.
Yeah, I do be thinking that sometimes. Like, damn, I'm glad we have even if I knew Japanese, I would still use subtitles.
Right, because the way they be butchering the English, ooh, it's not it, honey. But but that aside, he was a great addition.
Oh yeah, I love him
to the cast. He is super extra. Very out there. Even though I didn't understand he was saying the word elegance, it was still funny when he said it.
We got a really cool. What I like about all these episodes so far is that everybody gets a chance to shine. Like it's not just like the Your show or the Anya show or the Lloyd's. It's like their their family. Yeah, they all have their moments every episode. Like Yor had a great moment when she fucking took down the bull, like Cacao or whatever the fuck.
Right. She's like, yeah, I learned about pressure points in yoga. That's how you know how to take down a fucking raging bull.
Yeah, and all the other animals just like stampeding and just start backing up. Like, oh shit,
right.
she's gonna fuck us up.
You saw that meme, right? That meme that Orion or Savior posted. I'm saying it's one of y'all two, so you guys can't get mad at me. It was
actually Moogle, but okay.
The one where Lloyd is like, the joke is like, oh, I'm Lloyd, I'm a spy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was right.
And then Yor does literally like murderous crazy stuff. Oh, she's just a little weird, that's all.
Beautiful, eccentric wife.
Right.
I can't blame him. Listen, if Yor was my wife, I'd overlook the way I just overlook everything she did. I'd be like, yeah, that's normal. Don't worry about it.
I wouldn't overlook it, but would I go out of my way to question her about it? Out of fear for my life? Probably not.
Yor can hand me all the red flags. I will ignore all of them.
Oni said, I'll stick all the red flags in my ass and look like a peacock.
Yeah. Anya also had some really cute moments like during the interview where he's like almost
trying to answer the question. Her interview part was so cute.
Yeah, it was adorable. Like, her like, what's the name of the founder of the school? And he's like, oh, Alan Ivan something good hunter, and she's like, da 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 da, like butchers his name.
Right, Alan Erin
Fellow, yeah, Rickenbacker.
and everyone's just like, close enough.
Yeah, easy pass. Or when she's like thinking about like the training montage, she's like, I want to train in the jungles and shit.
Right, and they're like, excuse me?
Lloyd needs to like sit her down and be like, listen, this show is a really bad influence on you.
Right. Like we're gonna put child lock, even though because she can read minds, you can always unlock it.
Although I do appreciate that because that is something kids do. Like I know when I was a kid, like super young, I used to just imagine I was in Digimon. Like the Digimon world was real. Super cringe, but yeah, it is something.
Oh yeah, no, I was complete. Was term like Chumbinyo?
Yeah, Chunibyo.
Chunibyo. Yeah, I was a complete Chunibyo. That's why I'm like, I understand.
Y'all. Oh god, Anya is gonna be a hard Chunibyo.
I mean, yes. Unlike some people in Komi-san, I definitely grew up by that age. But,
yeah, so. It was a bit younger for me, but you know.
Yeah.
And then of course Lloyd had his great moment at the end.
Oh, before that, can we talk about how every time some shit would happen and they had not one but two backup suits?
Just changing in the middle of nowhere somehow. Like
in the middle of nowhere. Like that suitcase, I'm like, cannot hold like two different suits.
Yeah, and it definitely couldn't hold that top hat he had in the last suit.
Right. They just got better and better with each with each costume change. It was funny. But yeah, when Lloyd had that moment where he was like, huh, yeah, the mission is important, but you like fucking with a 6-year-old because you're mad about your divorce
Yeah, can we talk about
is,
how much of a dick that dude was?
bro, like, I I've been like, you got one more time. You got one more time. Lloyd showed more self restraint than I did.
Yeah, I would have not been anywhere near as restrained. He did a good job
Yeah,
punching the table because I definitely would have punched the guy.
right. Which eventually he got punched anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, love to see
Better
it.
better than getting murdered by Yor. It was like 5 seconds
Who was?
away.
Yeah, right. She was just like, yeah, I'm gonna kill him.
Literally like flexing her fingers, cracking her
But
knuckles.
and yet to Lloyd, that's perfectly normal behavior. Oh, she's so kooky.
Oh, what an eccentric, crazy wife. Haha.
Drama
I love the way my wife gets into like a murderous bloodlust. Drama that.
Yeah, but fuck Murdoch.
Yeah, fuck him.
But yeah, no, overall it was a good episode. Really, really strong.
Yes, and I'm looking forward to next week. I mean, obviously they're gonna get into the school, but I like that the show just keeps surprising me with how silly it can get. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the absurdity is next. Like it takes real situations and just makes them super absurd. So I'm looking forward to seeing what it does next week.
That part. All right, let's move on to Kaguya-sama wa Kokura Setai Ultra Romantic
Mm-hmm.
episode 4,
Four.
which is obviously my episode.
Oh my god,
Oh.
Drew. One day Kaguya is not gonna be episode of
I'm
me.
sorry. Like, yo, come on. Come on. Come on.
The only
That
reason
second-
I'm not giving it episode. Listen, if we're just judging it on
that second half.
yes, if we were
the-
just judging it off of that last half, that was like the best segment of any of the season so far.
That was amazing. That was god tier.
It really was. That was amazing. I wasn't a big fan of the first half, to be honest. Like, I like the Ishigami Kaguya stuff because they really get time together and they have like actually funny chemistry together.
I don't know. I feel like it was a good place to start off. I'm fine with it not being like the strongest, but for me it was funny because he was just like, it was like, oh, why don't you want a date? What's wrong with you? And then you find out that it's just Ishigami's kind of a creep.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what if I give them leave a flower on her desk every day? And she's like, the fuck are you talking about? Like, that sounds mad creepy. And then I forgot what the other thing he wanted to do.
Oh, photo album, just like gift.
Yeah, photo album. He's like, these will be our pictures together. Mm-hmm. I'm just like,
yeah. I also don't know how I feel about. I guess there's gonna be some drama between this new girl and what's her name? Ino.
Oh right, Tsubame.
Yeah, Tsubame and Ino.
Who's Tsubame, by the way? So cute.
Oh yeah, God. She's super pretty. I love her, and I love her like like her personality is very Chica like, so I like her. She's like right. Chica light.
Right, exactly.
So I don't mind her, but I just feel like there's gonna be because clearly there's an Ino Ishigami thing going on, like pairing. So I feel like it's gonna drag into like this love triangle, which will be fun.
Exactly, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good television. I could like with this show. I know it's gonna be good. It's gonna be juicy. But and then I kind of like how it kind of like spills over to like the next segment where he's like trying to like everyone is studying for the exams, and they all like lie and have these really
yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say crazy ulterior motives, but just ulterior motives outright. That face that
Ino makes.
Ino made, I was like,
Yo.
what the fuck was
I
that?
might have to make that the thumbnail.
I mean, yes, between her and fucking Tenji from Tomodachi Game.
Oh god, no.
No, the one from Tenji, that scared. That actually
Yeah,
that just got me shook.
We'll get to Tomodachi Game.
Right. Yeah, her shit kind of took me off guard. I was like, wait, what?
That because it was just like one random frame, like out of
Right.
nowhere, just her like psycho face.
I was like, wait, I thought we stopped watching Higurashi like that long ago. Not a fan. But yeah, and then it's like, at their exams, they then starts the best part
segment,
of the episode, which is why it's my episode of the week, because it's like it's a gradual build up
to
like just an amazing part. And of course, the main reason if Hayasaka wasn't involved in the best part of this segment, I probably would have just gave it the Spy Family, maybe. But it was and correct me if this is like not new knowledge. I feel like this is new knowledge. The whole Hayasaka dressing in drag, essentially, to fool Chika.
Yeah,
because they don't like each other outside of they don't like each other at school.
Because they never really interact, or we've never seen them interact, other than now.
Yeah, which is interesting because I'm just like, oh, they don't like each other. Interesting.
I can see that though.
Yeah, I can. Their personalities really
clash.
Really clash.
I love that it's like the thing that Kaguya does really well is that one, it can make running jokes really funny, like because Hayasaka just like having to dress up in all these different outfits constantly, but like the jokes keep evolving and getting messier and messier, and like there's so much drama involved in Hayasaka's alternate personalities because she still has her other personality or her other costume where she fucks around with Shirogane with, yeah. So
yes, which just happens to be the same name of of her drag persona.
Yeah. So that's I'm sure there's gonna be some like misunderstandings there where Chika's gonna run to the president and be like, "Oh my god, do you find Hayasaka hot?" And he's gonna be like, "Well, yeah, super hot."
Yeah, she's kind of pretty, and she's like,
yeah,
you're homo. I need to find that. From that's from oh god, what is it? Not School Rumble. Oran Host Club. That's an episode from Horror.
There was. I didn't remember that.
Yes, and it's from the dub back in the day.
God.
They just did not give a fuck, and it was like they're looking after this little boy, and then they're like the twins have that weird twin cesty scenes that they always have, and and I know the boy's like, "Oh, you're homos." Like, what the fuck? Oh my god! Yeah, I'm definitely making that
I was gonna say make that notification or alert.
Yes, absolutely. Oh my god.
We'll get good use out of that one.
I know. Hold on. Let me actually write that down myself so I do not forget, because that shit is hilarious. I don't remember what I meant by this. Like, I'll be really confused tomorrow morning when I just look at my notes and say, "You're homos."
But it'll click.
Right, eventually. But yeah, back to the episode. Yeah, just the point where everything clicks, where Chika.
I love Chika. This is why Chika's best. All right, because she has such a little screen time this season, but anytime she just is there, it's fucking hilarious.
Right, it is great. And then like that whole conversation with Shirogane, and Kei gets involved.
Yo, Kay was fucking going crazy. I love
Yes,
Kay. She was
crazy.
literally kicking the shit out of
He's like, huh? What's going on?
him.
Oh yeah, no, he's totally talking to someone. He definitely likes someone. Oh yeah, he always talks to someone. He always has like some smirk on his face. Oh my god, it's so annoying. Spilling all of his tea.
Yeah, Kay's like desperate for drama.
She is.
She's like, I need
love
this
it.
drama in my
She
life.
is so messy. Oh my gosh, she is a typical meddling younger sibling.
Mm-hmm.
And I live. And I love how it goes back to a scene where he's talking and she's like, quote unquote, stretching.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, when they realize, when he confirms who that he's talking to Hayasaka
Mm-hmm.
under the name of, I forget what the name was. This is some weird name. It also starts with the H.
Hayasaka or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just like, like just happy face. She's just like leaning over.
Mm-hmm.
And then, and this is what made episode of the week, because when Chica was like, some guy named Hayasaka, and he just looks at looks at Hayasaka. Hayasaka looks at her and just clicks her phone. I was like, that's the episode of the week. That wins. That wins. How can it not win?
Chica's nosebleed.
and right into and cue the nosebleed. I'm just like, how does that not like chef's kiss?
Yeah, it was perfect. And then the way it ends too, where it's like she's in the bathroom and just like bleeding out
like,
all over
profusely. Like I can't. It so good. I love how she's like almost. I feel like she's almost tap dancing into like antagonist territory, and I'm kind of here for it. I love you, Hayasaka. You're just so great.
Yes, Hayasaka is wonderful.
Oh god, I can't wait till next episode.
Yes. Oh god, it's gonna be so good.
So good. Oh my god. No worries. The episode starts. You're homos. Okay. Alright, moving on to Komi-san wa Komyusho desu. 2. Season 2 episode. Bitch, what episode?
4.
Oh, 4. Thank you. I'm like, I can't find it in my notes.
This is my episode of the week.
I figured.
Yeah, I like. It was like the perfect blend of comfy, funny, with good character development, and just all around. Like, this is peak Komi. Like, this felt. Remember what we were saying earlier? It's like what we were comparing Komi to. We were saying like Komi's like a light version of Kaguya or something. Yeah. And I felt that this episode. Like, it's not as over the top crazy as Kaguya, but it has those moments. Like that moment when her mother just showed up during the King's game. Where Komi's mother just shows up.
Oh yeah, and Shoko's just like, number 4, kiss number 7. Wait, but kiss.
Kiss.
Just with a stone face, looks just like Komi.
Yeah. Do it.
Kiss.
Or fucking Gias from Chuni Girl.
Yes, that Gias. Trying to commander just something with the Gias. The Kogias reference, that was amazing.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh my god. She even looked like a Lelouch, like she was wearing
exactly.
the outfit.
When like one eye was red, one eye was Oh, that was amazing.
Yeah. So just like those moments combined with like the little wholesome moments where like Komi sending a text, or like when she went in the beginning of the episode where she was shopping with her brother. Those were cute.
Oh yeah, I love the brother shopping scene. The brother just clearly wanted to go home. That was pretty funny. My just being mad over everything. Where she was like, yeah, Komi's gonna sit next to me. It's great. And then Komi just sits next to Tadano
On the floor.
on the floor. Oh my gosh. And then when she's like, I'm gonna offer her, and in my mind I said, she's not gonna say something stupid like, I'm gonna offer myself to her, is she? And of course she did.
Yeah, of course. She's like, I'll offer me. Or when like they all just show up at Komi's house for the thing, and they're like, "Happy birthday, Komi!" And she doesn't say anything.
They're like, they like, we didn't get the wrong.
Just I don't know, you fuck up.
That was funny. Yeah, no, this was a really fun, good episode.
Yeah, so far I'm actually enjoying this season more than the first season. I think because there's not as much like the first season had like a lot of like build up, like we're gonna build up to introducing these characters and stuff, so it was like a lot slower. I feel like this season just rolls with the skits and the jokes way faster,
right? Because everyone is like established character now. So yeah, I'm I'm also very much enjoying this anime as well. Would I say it was better than Kaguya? I feel like you're definitely being harsher to Kaguya, and I understand. I get it. I'm not judging you. I get it.
My criteria for episode of the week is you have to supersede the previous episode. Like, so for me, Kaguya is really good, but is it better than it was last week? Debatable.
Let's see. I don't know. I kind of would say yes.
The last part was for sure, but not the first part for me.
What happened last episode? I think it was just blah 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 blah. Oh, it was like the introduction of like Maki.
Yeah.
Like, but other than the Maki part, like, no. I would say, yeah, no. And I personally would just argue and say Kaguya-sama this way.
Well, look at it this way. You know Kaguya. You know Kaguya is going to be your episode of the week next week already. Like, just award it to it now.
to me, this episode of Kaguya flowed better than last week's episode.
It's about standards.
Because it started off like being like cute, like typical funny, and then just got better, as opposed to the last episode where it started off high and then it was like okay, like it ended not as strong as the first part.
Yeah,
that's just how I look at it.
I like put things in a bracket. Like it's like when we had, remember that season we had like Attack on Titan and Don Machi or something in the same season. Right. Like, like for me, my standard is like, all right, everything is in a separate bracket, and for me to give out Kaguya episode of the week, it has to perform substantially better than what my standard for Kaguya is, which is like funniest show ever. So it has to be has to be substantially better than that.
Fair. And mine is it has to, yes, it does have to be a particularly strong episode. Of course, they're all strong. Like I guess I can be a little bit more harsher going into it, but this, I don't think, even if I changed up my criteria, I think my answer would be the same. Partially because of the Hayasaka bias, which I will.
Oh yeah, you have extreme. Don't worry, when we get more Chika and Miko, I'll definitely make Kaguya episode of the week.
Yeah, right, that part. Yeah, no, I'm really enjoying Komi-san. Like a lot. It's really good, really good. All right, up next we have Aharen-san wa Hakarenai. Episode 5.
Yes.
I know we made a comparison to School Rumble with Komi-san, not with Komi-san, with Kaguya. I would, and while I do agree that towards the end it was giving School Rumble, I would say Aharen-san is really like School Rumble, like like done right in the sense that everyone like the assumptions that people make and act on are completely ridiculous.
Yeah.
The only difference is that it doesn't like it's episodic as opposed to some of these ridiculous assumptions don't go on from episode to episode to episode.
Yeah, School Rumble had like assumptions that went on from like episode 1 to episode 300.
Right, which were unnecessary. Which is why I like Aharen-san more because it's like they know when to kill it.
Yeah, it's like very short bursts of random, like the what was it, the middle part of the episode where he's like randomly Raido was just fat now, and then Aharen doesn't want to tell him that he's fat because she thinks he's gonna just fall out a window and die
for whatever reason.
And then you just both have wild misconceptions about the other one, which somehow ends up resolving in Raido losing weight anyway.
Right. I love I think the first part of the first part of the episode was my favorite because that is like.
Oh yeah, no, fuck.
Yeah, that was an homage to Pokemon.
Like, it wasn't an homage to Pokemon, but in particular, it was an homage to the way Drew fights, where he uses some weak ass mon, just has a bunch of broken ass abilities and kills my Charizard.
That's not.
I related super hard to that part because I am Raido and you are Aharen.
First of all, I would kill you with something a lot stronger than.
No, like, that was your Shuckle. She was using your Shuckle.
My Shuckle's never killed anyone. It just put hazards. It just put hazards and toxic things. That's it.
Yeah, that's just as bad.
No. But yeah, it was very funny because for those who don't know, that was gonna be homage to I think I forget how old the video is. It's basically like this one dude facing the Elite Four with like a level 1
Rattata,
or level 5 Rattata, who I think just used Endeavor Quick Attack, and like just won the whole league that way. So
fair and balanced gameplay. But yeah, and I like when it does little, like, I would never have expected a Pokemon reference in this show, especially one as like specific as that.
Right, as that.
Yeah, like they really dug into the reference here.
So that was really awesome. I did like this episode. The continuity was pretty fluid.
Yeah,
like it wasn't just like a harsh like next day or a week later or a random cut to next scene. It was like, oh, this segment ended and now it's after school. Like, you know.
I also like that they brought back the like these kids are clearly a recurring thing, but I think it's cute. Like when the girl was challenging in the crane game.
Oh yeah. That was really funny. Yeah, I'm glad the little kids are sticking around. They're very funny.
She's like, I'm the succubus stealing my boyfriend.
yeah, succubus Shotokan.
Shotokan succubus over here.
And meanwhile, Aharen was just helping her just to get her plushie, but doing it in a way where it wasn't obvious. So yeah, that was really cute. I like.
Yeah, this had a lot of cute moments. Like the last part of the episode too, where he like, or they helped each other study. That was really cute.
Right. Yeah, this is a very like fun, chill anime, and yeah, that little scene at the end where they're like hugging and she's like, "Oh my god, I get to help you!" Yay.
Heartwarming. If it wasn't for Spy Family being the thing that it is, this would be the most heartwarming show.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of overlap between like literally the first 4 shows we talked about.
Oh yeah, well these are all comedies.
They're all comedies.
But they're all varying forms of comedy,
and 3 of them are romance comedies.
Yeah.
But you know, we knew what we were getting into.
Yep, we signed up for this.
Speaking of things we signed up for, uh, we're gonna move on to Tate no Yusha no Nariagari Season 2 Episode 4.
I did not sign up for this.
Unfortunately, we did, and we can't return it. No refunds.
Um, It's
Man.
a slow episode. It was a
This
slow
shit
burn
almost
episode.
put me to sleep.
Yeah. Here's the thing, like, because first season had slow episodes too, and I figured out when I was watching this episode what it is about this episode or this season that's throwing me off.
Sure.
It's, well, yeah, obviously, but in addition to that, in addition to Rishia being boring, it's that I don't really care about, like, the rest of the cast doesn't really have any. Like, I feel like the cast is too big, and they don't have any real chemistry right now. Like, there was one moment in this episode where it was just Fido, Naofumi, and Raftalia, and they were walking inside the cave. And
towards the end,
yeah, and then Naofumi is just making poop jokes. I'm like, oh, that was cute, fun.
I like that
shield humor that I want to see. Like, I want to see them banter with each other. And then they immediately went back to fucking Rishia and Alston, and the rest of them, and I'm like, too many chefs in this kitchen. I just want Fido, Raftalia, and Naofumi adventuring, please.
Yeah, I agree. Rishia's so being I'm shy. It just doesn't really fit with the vibe.
Yeah,
she's funny enough. Well, I'm like, we can kill her off and gladly just keep Ost.
Yeah, I'll trade that. I'll make that trade.
Like, Ost is great. I love her.
That'll be the redemption arc. If this arc ends in, like, Rishia sacrificing herself so that Ost can stay in the groove, I'll be like, 10 out of 10 episode of the week. I feel bad because I don't mind Rishia. Like, she shouldn't be the main character in this arc.
Yeah, she shouldn't be the main focus. It's
yeah.
Like, this is very much the Rishia arc, and I'm like, girl, why?
Like, I'm pretty sure if you put her and Naofumi next to each other just for this arc, they would have comparable amounts of lines and focus. And I'm like, that should not be the case.
All right.
And she definitely overshadows Raftalia and Fido, which is definitely not good
at all. But she's not more entertaining than either of them. I realized there's one point where Ost was like, which another thing, it's like, I'm like, let's kill this shit too. Let's no more Ost being like, why do people so like me? I'm the I don't know, the turtle's offspring.
Yeah, I'm something related to the turtle.
So, and I'm just like, they like you because you actually, unlike Risha, you're useful and you're hot.
Have you looked in a mirror lately?
Right. And you're fun. Like, I like you.
Yes, you're entertaining. There's a lot of reasons to like you. You are entertaining, you are helping, and you are hot. All things that Risha is not doing right now.
Period.
Even her backstory was kind of boring. I feel bad, man, because I was listening to her backstory, and I was like, man, this is the most bland character with the most bland backstory.
Yep, random noble ex snatcher's ransom. She got saved by the boss dude. That's why she likes him and wants to give him the dick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she wants to give him the. That would make her character way more interesting, actually. Bend over, bow hero.
Not bend over, bow hero. Even though he is the most likely to.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
At the end, we meet up with some characters from season 1, L'Arc and Glass.
Yes.
Glass, I'm not confused. Wasn't she like the main?
Yeah, she was like the main villain that was reappearing in the waves.
Right. Okay, so Glass was there. And L'Arc, he's like another hero, right?
Yeah, he's like but he's
from another place.
Yeah, and they were fighting towards the end of the season.
Right.
So I don't know why they're. Well, I guess we'll find out. But like, I feel like they should be more hostile the way that the first season ended between them.
I forget how it ended.
I think the premise was that they have to kill off the cardinal heroes because there are two sets of heroes. So there's like Glass and Elark and all of them, and then there's Naofumi and the Bow Hero, and I think they have to kill off Naofumi's team to save their world, and Naofumi has to kill off them to save this world.
Why? 'Cause I haven't forgot.
I don't think they ever went into detail why. I think that's just like the design of the waves or something.
Huh. Got it. And so were they each other's waves? That's towards it. Was that what happened at the end of season 1? So
They appeared in a wave.
Huh?
Yeah, they appeared in a wave.
Oh, okay, and they have to fight each other.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I feel like they were a little bit on super friendly terms, considering that
right.
their objective is to kill the other one.
Period. Yeah, it was. Yeah, you said it was a slow episode. I guess it's gonna be like slow stuff happens, slow stuff happens, slow stuff happens.
I really wouldn't mind if it was like a really short arc. Like if it ends within the next 2 episodes, like 5 or 6, because then we'll still have like 7 episodes left in the season.
Then fine.
I'm fine with it. But if this drags on for 13 episodes, I'm not here for it. It's gonna be a painful 13 episodes.
Please no.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want. Return to sender. Thank you. Alright. Up next we have Otomege Sekai wa Mob ni Kibishi Sekai desu. Episode 5.
More over the top protagonist.
I was kind of scared. Like I said, I was kind of. No, I still feel that way. Kind of. Like I thought, like after all the fighting is gonna be like, oh, well, everything's gonna be whatever, and probably go downhill. I don't know why I felt that way. Although I am happy that that's not what happened this episode. I'm still cautiously optimistic.
That's good. That's good to be, because you never know with a show like this. It could turn
exactly.
It could turn the corner at any moment. But so far, it's been really enjoyable, especially the way this one ended.
Right, because it was just so like random and comical. Like all the dudes that fought Leon. Like it all started with Leon being like, "Well, I'm gonna drop out of school, give up my title, just the way I planned it. Run home with my tail between my legs." Like everyone was pissed. Everyone was like, "Oh, so you're the idiot who did so and so." Literally, his quote unquote stepmom slapped the shit out of his dad.
Yeah.
But then, in a very comical way, it just all turned around in the last half. Oh my gosh! Like you're like, oh yeah, actually, we're going to promote you. You were gonna be a baron, but now we're gonna make you a knight for beating up the prince.
Yeah, thank you for beating up our. He's a knight to the prince's parents too. like you beat up our son. Be our knight.
Be our knight. I was just like, wow. I mean, work, I guess.
Also, that's what I was going to compare it to. I was like thinking, because I was like, what show is this like? It is very much like Tensai Oji from last season, where it's like the main character is really smart and over the top, but he outsmarts himself and he ends up just fucking himself over a lot of the time. Like he's just like so smart, he sets himself up for traps. Like he's like, I'm going to be the magnanimous person who just fought the king or the prince because I love the country so much. And you're like, wow. Make him a knight. That is such an admirable way to fight the prince.
And all he wanted to do was just fuck off somewhere.
Yeah, like be disinherited.
Right. And live a quiet life.
No,
that's not gonna happen. And it looks like he's still back at the school.
Yeah. Even more like higher up than he was before.
Exactly. And the prince and all of his lackeys lost all their status, their noble status.
Well, Marie got so fucked because I love how that's the other thing in this episode where the prince is just like, Marie loved the prince is so stupid. All of them are so dumb. Oh,
I
she
know, but it's
loves me
so
for who
fucking
I
funny.
am. Literally, you have this one girl who's by your bedside when you're injured, saying, "I love you. Please, I want the best for you." And then he's like, "Fuck off, bitch. You only want me for my money and my titles." Marie Marie doesn't want that. When all Marie wants is money and
Funny.
titles.
Yeah, that's all he wants. But but that he can't help it. That's how he was programmed. And
Yeah.
Marie's just doing all the things that what's her face? Olivia is
Hmm.
supposed to do.
Exactly. But I just love how it came back around on her because it's just like, oh yeah, we're all disinherited now, but we'll be together. Don't worry.
Right. Oh my god, watching that scene where they're just like quote unquote training and raising money and being adventurers.
Hmm.
And she's just there like fuck.
Yeah, she's like, oh, fucking why? I kind of hope we get like a side, maybe like a part of an episode where it just like goes in detail about them exploring or something, and then Marie just having to like hide how angry and salty she is about this whole thing. Because she's just gonna come back and like try to kill Leon.
Right. Um and I can't wait for that attempt.
Yes. Also, I feel like there's something going on between Angelica and Olivia.
Oh, yes. Super hardcore lesbian vibes. Oh my god. I was like,
Yeah.
is this gonna turn to Yuri? Because I'm kind
I'm
of.
kind of for that. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Right. Like, this
Nice
is
little
gonna
change of
turn me
face
on.
because Leon's like, oh, I can't fall in love with them. That ruins the game. So I guess like, oh well, they can fall in love with each other.
Period. I'm here for them. I'm here for the pairing. They seem very cute.
They're very cute together. And they complement each other too because they like support each other and shit.
Right. It's very much giving Neptune Uranus.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait for that. Oh, yeah. No, I really like this anime.
Yeah, it's good. It's going on in very interesting ways.
Indeed. Like I just hope like each anime season we can find like an anime that's like this that's very like OG, very Otomege, like like those animes where they're very specific vibe.
Yeah.
Where it's just like subversion of plots. Here we come.
Yeah. Subvert all the plot tropes.
Yeah. All right. Last, certainly not least. Well, some people can argue that. Tomodachi Game episode 4.
You don't like the high quality mystery that we got going?
Yo, that Tenji face actually scared me.
Yeah, like, no, Tenji's fucking insane.
Right, I was like, ooh, I don't like that.
He had like the Kakegurui, like this turned into Kakegurui for a moment.
It did, and like, but we liked Kakegurui.
Yeah, I know.
We just thought something this was going to be, so like, I'm still getting my life. And then it just literally for half the episode, you're just like, ha, I'm Tenji. You're gonna see my mind, like my thoughts and how I'm going to specifically drive them apart. Which, by the way, he was laying it on thick as fuck.
Oh yeah, no, like this is like overact. Like this show feels like when you watch like a really bad movie and they like ham it up and it's funny. Like it's like watching The Room.
Yes, exactly that. Even though we can clear like I predicted last episode, I'm like they're clearly revealing this now because it's like now we can basically, I guess we're gonna be seeing him trying to navigate it, but him also being like reacting to the twists and turns that most likely Yuichi is giving.
Oh yeah.
He's not now. He's like, oh god, what the fuck's going on?
What is going on? I like that. The what was the moment? I forgot what the card was, but when what's her name goes up to short haired girl and then Yuichi just slaps the shit out of her.
I said, oh! I said what?
He Will Smith. get
What?
Yutori's name out your fucking mouth.
Yutori's name out your fucking mouth. Damn. Like, that was wild. I mean, that is kind of literally what was happening. Because she said, let me go and take this information that Tenji maybe told me that may or may not be true and just confront her with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was pretty dumb on her part. She was just like, wait, let me confront Tori with this revelation.
Yeah, Shio just really, like, she's falling into a trap so hard that even Tenji is surprised. She's like, wow, she's extra dumb. Wow.
Whoa, this is super easy to manipulate her.
But speaking of dumb,
oh god, I hate Shibe because he's so.
I don't hate him. I think I just pity him because
that's what I mean. Like he's so pitiable that I just hate this kid because I'm like, he only exists to be. He only exists to be pitied.
Just to be shot.
Like his whole existence is just getting shit on.
Like his whole. I feel like his whole existence on the show would literally be like that meme where someone's like, oh wow, you think you ate, huh? like you think you did the thing. And then he just gets shit on. Like
he's like, I volunteered to get my biggest secret exposed. I don't have anything to hide.
And then they were like, well, you don't have anything to hide.
But your father. That was kind of bullshit, though. Like, come on. You can't just be like, the secret's actually about your father.
I mean,
I'll allow it for the sake of making the show funny.
It's the show. Like, oh no. You're going to try to put an ethics in this show where, like, the game is based off of them revealing.
Nah, I'm doing the Yu-Gi-Oh thing. I'm like, listen, you're breaking the rules. You're breaking your own game's rules.
They said, screw the rules. I literally have y'all's money.
Yeah, I have the money.
And then Tenji just... which was so... that's what had me cracking up. That was the funniest part. How Tenji turned around into some bullshit way that clearly is like... He's doing the absolute...
Yeah, I'm like, guys, you gotta suspect him now. Come on.
Yes. And you know what?
What?
I think, and this is why I believe they're showing it they revealed the whole thing about Tenji and they're showing it from his point of view. I believe that Yuichi, maybe even Shiho, is in on some shit. Like, maybe that was like, I'm slapping you because this is part of
an act
joke. Yeah, this is part of the act. Maybe not so much Shiho, but definitely Yuichi. Like, that was he was not doing. He had a reason to do that.
Yeah, I can see that, especially because at the end he was like all smiling and shit. Like,
when he definitely wrote that letter saying Shibe killed someone. I'm like, they're really out here just dragging Shibe just for their own goals and ambitions.
Like, oh, you're gonna volunteer? All right. Did you know Shibe murdered somebody?
I heard that Shibe fucks puppies. Like, it's a lot, but that's what makes it so great because it's like they're fucking over their friends so hard just to have this game of wits.
Like I said, just put Monopoly in there and see how you don't even need to add any extra rules. These psychopaths would kill each other immediately.
Right. There'll be only one piece standing. By piece, I mean human. Oh my god, this anime is really fun. I'm really excited for.
Yes, I'm glad this is more on the Kakegurui side of trash anime as opposed to the platinum end.
I know.
Listen, it's always a gamble. It's always a gamble.
Yes, but I think I did well this time. Yes. It's like I scrubbed it from my memory. But platinum end.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a swing and a miss. Admittedly, but I think. But to be fair, we didn't know it was going to be bad.
Yeah,
If
the
you
first
understand, like
episode was misleading. The first episode was actually pretty decent. All right.
right, we didn't know it was going to be bad. We read the thing, even though it was
The Death Note
whatchamacallit,
author.
the Death Note Arthur, and even though it was a battle royale, that
Mm.
doesn't mean it's bad. Not all battle royales are bad. A lot of them are, but not all of them. Um, so yeah, we were misled by that one. This, I was like, I looked at this. This is gonna be trash. Just like some of the other anime where we look and we're like, oh, this looks like it's gonna be kind of trashy.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it. I knew what this was, and I'm like, yes, trash. And here we are, living our best lives. I'm just gonna give myself a pat on the back because it was fun.
Yes, pat away.
All right. That being said, we're done with our weekly reviews. So we're not gonna do a filler arc today because it's late as hell.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, Oni, do you want to do a Waifu Wars segment?
Sure, we have Gen 5. I put Waifu Gen 5. Pokemon Gen 5. Gen 5. Gym leaders.
Pokemon Gen 5 girls.
Let's see. Right off the bat, I see Roxy. Oh no, this is easy. This is
I know. Yeah, I know who you're gonna pick immediately.
Yeah.
Homegirl.
What's her name? Elsa? Elsa?
Elsa.
Is that Gen 5? Gen 5?
Oh shit!
Elsa.
Fuck! Why did so many good girls in Gen 5?
Who are you thinking of?
I was gonna pick Caitlyn. Remember the girl from last week?
Oh yeah, Caitlyn.
You remember that outfit.
Oh fuck! There's also Iris.
And well, yeah, but I was like,
That's
I'm
more
not
of a me thing.
so yeah, I'm not Lolicon, so even though I love Iris, so that was kind of easy for me.
That was such a bad bitch though.
Caitlyn. Let's see.
Let me see. I'm gonna do some quick also research.
Right. I'm also gonna look for Miss Elsa. How do you spell her name?
I'm trying to figure that right now. It is Elesa.
Elesa.
Alessa?
Alessa? That's how her name is?
I don't know.
Huh.
Could be a silent E.
I'm gonna pick her only cause gay.
She's so hot.
I'm gonna pick her because gay. Cause literally, I'll never forget my gay ass when I first played this game years ago, and her sprite literally it was her laying down, leg crossed over, and crossing a Pokemon. I said, "Bitch, you better fucking work. You better fucking lay there and pose like the model you are."
Yeah.
I'm like, bitch, you better. Yeah, no, I was like, I'm gonna stand. She's that girl. I'm gonna look and see if she's on Pokemon Masters.
She is on Pokemon Masters.
Oh, she is.
Just a couple of sprite.
I don't think there's anything like that stands out too much.
No, her Rotom outfit is cute.
Her what?
Rotom outfit.
Yeah, it's cute, but I like original.
Mm-hmm.
I like her original more. So I'm. Oh damn! From this angle, it is kind of cute. Oh, never mind. Damn. Damn. Ooh, come on. The one with the Emolga. Yes. Yeah, nah. She really is just that girl.
I'm going with Iris. I can't. Like, she has the best outfit in all of Pokemon. I'm sorry. The champion outfit is so perfect. And she's just adorable. I gave to Cynthia last time over Dawn, so I'm gonna go the other way this time and go with the Lily.
All I heard is that I picked the champions from both games.
Yep, I like power. What can I say? I told you this last time. Power
yes,
is attractive.
That's why. Yes, just power.
Just power.
Dot. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, it was. Even though I would say Gen 5 has some of my favorite girls, but that's because I just like Gen 5 in general. For a minute I was like, oh man, I'm gonna struggle with so many good girls, and then you were like, right, Alessa is a thing. I was like, fuck, well, never mind. Never mind.
I don't think Gen 6 is that. Well, we'll get to Gen 6 when we get to Gen 6. I think I'm not looking it up yet.
I feel like that one's gonna take a long because I don't know shit about Gen 6.
Yeah, I don't really know anything.
But yeah, I think that will conclude our Waifu Wars. Let us know who would you pick, which Pokemon girl from Gen 5 goes your fancy. But yeah, only if you be so kind to take us away. Guys,
if you enjoyed this episode of Waifu Wars, make sure you hit that like button down below and subscribe so you can catch the podcast every week as it goes up. You can also catch it on all your favorite podcast platforms, whether that be Spotify, iTunes, etc., etc. Also, if you haven't already, do follow us over on Twitch, follow us on Twitter, and join the party on our Discord, all linked in the description down below. You can also support us on Patreon, like all you lovely people on screen right now. Drew, do you have anything you'd like to add?
May is here. It's a new month. New blessings, hopefully, are coming your way. This Wednesday, May the 4th be with you and all that shit, even though fuck the Jedi.
Sith.
Yes.
When is Sith Day?
Right. I mean, in my mind, May 4th is Sith Day.
True. And on that note, this has been Saroni and
Doobie-doo.
And I'll catch y'all later. Later!
Bye.